Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon out there. Afternoon Facebook, afternoon IG. How are you guys doing out there today? So I want you guys to get on here. This is our weekly live from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, bringing you guys some wonderful information that is going to be helpful for you either now if you were starting a business or in business, or even later on when you decide to do such a thing. This information you'll be able to use at all times. Hi Eleanor, hi Eva, thanks for jumping on here, you guys. Hello, how are you doing today? How are you, Eva? How are you? Okay, so you guys, today is, of course, Thursday afternoon. This is when we do our live session here from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, bringing you guys some great information that you can use now or even later on when you decide to get your business on the road. And if you're already in business, of course, you can always use more business, right? So what we're going to talk about is how you can increase your sales, how you can increase your revenue, and strategically, by doing so, how you can target your ideal clients or your ideal customer, right? So you guys, I want you to hit like and share, get some of your friends on here, and make some notes of this information, and be able to ask some question at the end. So anything that's not clear while we're going through this, when you get to the end, we can answer some questions. So today, look at those hearts. Hi Inez. So today we're going to talk about 3 ways for you to attract your ideal client. And of course, that will increase your sale, increase your revenue. So strategically, the way for you to make more money in your business is to make sure that you are targeting the people who, 1, is going to be interested in your product or your services, and 2, the people who, of course, are going to eventually pay for your product or services, right? So, I'm Elaine Proby, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and we have a series called How to Stay in Business, and a part of that is, of course, to let you guys learn some ideas, right? Some strategy to stay in business. All right. So what we're going to talk about, again, like I said, the 3 ways for you to attract your ideal client. This will increase your sales. This will increase your revenue, and of course, will allow you to stay in business. And I wanted to start off today with the first way. Number one, right? Number 1, how to attract your ideal client is to know your brand. I want you guys to know your brand. You have to know what your product is or what your service is. What is it exactly are you selling? What are you providing? Okay, so if it's a service business, what your service is. If it's a product-based business, what is your product? What are you selling? So you have to know what you are doing first and foremost, and before you know who you're going to be targeting, right? So first thing, take an evaluation. Look at your services and say, okay, this is what I'm offering. Not 9,000 things. I've got these 5 items. This is what I'm offering. Who are the people that I can satisfy with these items that I'm offering? And how can I fulfill their needs? Because once you know what it is that you're offering, and then now that you got to approach people who need to fulfill their, or to be satisfied based on what it is that you're selling them and based on what it is that you're offering them, okay? So know your brand, right? So once you determine what you are offering, what you are selling, and fulfill their needs or their wants. Sometimes people just want stuff, they don't necessarily always need it. Sometimes they just want stuff, so fulfill their wants or their needs. Okay, so you have them. Those are the people that you want to target. Hi Lorna. Hi you guys. Hi Bernie. Thank you guys. Hi too. Thanks everybody for jumping on here. You guys hit like and share. Okay. So now guys, now that you know what you're selling, folks, and now that you know what it is that you're offering them, now we want to determine how you're going to attract your ideal client. Okay, so let's move on to number two. All right, I love this one. Research your competitors. Okay, do not reinvent the wheel. You don't have to somebody already did that for you. So research your competitors, right? So let's say, for instance, let's say you're selling real estate. You're selling real estate. You're a real estate agent and you're selling commercial real estate, right? So if all of your competitors are advertising in a magazine or on a website or in a place where people buy commercial real estate, and you research and see this is what they're doing, that's where you want to go. That's where you want to go. You don't want to advertise commercial real estate, for instance, let's say in a home magazine or in an apartment magazine, or or website for that matter. So you want to research your competitors, find out where they are. Okay, they have already spent money doing all this marketing research. They have already done the work for you. So what you want to do is just follow what they're doing and then place your ad, place your business in the same line of where they're at, in the same sites, in the same magazine. You want to follow where they are because, one, it have been successful for them. So, of course, now they have already done the work. You want to do the same thing, okay? So this is how you attract your ideal client. Research your competitor, okay? So another example, let's say burgers. Let's say you're selling burgers, right? And the burger giants, they have all been advertising in a certain place, right? They have all been, okay, hold on, guys, 1 minute. Let me get IG back online. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Let's get this IG going. So, let me get back IG online, you guys. I don't know what happened here. Give me 1 second, Facebook. Hey, Taj Nash, thanks for jumping on. Thanks for jumping on, Sylvia. All right, I think we're back online with IG. Let's see. Thanks for jumping back online. There we go. All right. Okay. Hey, Bernie. How are you doing? You're not live. Okay, so we're back on IG, guys. All right, so yeah, so what I was saying is, for instance, if you were, for people on IG who may have missed that, let's say you're selling burgers and the burger giants are advertising, on a certain area. And let's say, for instance, maybe they're doing an ad, right? They place an ad in the middle of the night or in the middle of the afternoon. Let's say that's what they're doing. Okay, so what you want to do is the same thing. Believe me, they have already spent a lot of marketing to find out that this concept works, right? So you don't need to jump up and say, well, they are advertising at 6 p.m. I'm going to do it at 9 a.m. You don't want to do that because they've already tried 9 a.m. It have not worked well. So they are not doing that. So this is the reason why you want to research your competitors. They have gone ahead of you. They have spent a lot of marketing money. They've already tried a lot of those things that you might think that you need to try again, and you don't want to go against the grain. There's nothing wrong with it. Do not reinvent the wheel, all right? So that's way number 2, to research your competitors. Okay, so for the people who just jumped on here today, we're talking about the 3 ways for you to attract your ideal client and increase your sales and revenue, guys. And we've just gone through number 1 and number 2, and then we will be moving on to the 3rd way. For the people who just jumped in here, I'm Elaine PROBY'S, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And we're talking about ways for you to increase your revenue, your ideal client, right? So, hey, thanks again. Appreciate you. All right, number 3, guys. Number 3. This one is very, very, this is very, very crucial. Okay, so one of the things that you want to make sure that you do, of course, number 3, you want to create appealing content, right? Now that you already know what you're selling or what you're offering, now that you know where you're going to put this, because all your competitors, now you want to make sure that you have some appealing content for these folks. And you want to make sure that it's attractive to your ideal audience. If you're selling stuff to a younger audience or to kids, you want to make sure that you design marketing content that will appeal to that audience, okay? So your marketing content is now very crucial at this point. You want to make sure that if you design appealing content that for the young audience, or if it's for the elderly, you want to make appealing content for the elderly. If it's a service that is used by a certain group of folks, then you want to make sure that you design content to attract those people, right? So this is the key thing: the marketing material, your content, your marketing campaign, and this is very crucial. So, for instance, let's say you want to reach millennials. If you want to reach millennials and you're looking for a platform to put your services or to put your product, you know, you might want to go to, say, Instagram. You want to go to YouTube because this is where they are. And of course, if you want to reach the older folks, maybe go to Facebook, and guess what? You may have to email because everybody, the older folks may not all be online. So you have to go back to maybe direct email and to be able to reach some of these folks. Okay, so you know, we have a tendency sometimes to do a one catch all. Don't design your marketing content. Don't design your ad for a one fit all. Don't try to make something that will fit the young, fit the millennial, fit the old. You know, just have separate content design, and then make sure that those contents are placed in the areas where these people are, so you can target your ideal client. Okay, so you can target your ideal client. It doesn't work in all different places for all different people. All right, so guys, hey, hi Dennis, thanks for jumping on here. Okay, so I wanted to let me just recap the three ways that you can attract your ideal client, guys. Which is what we're talking about today. This is going to increase your revenue, and this is going to have you, make a lot more money than you're making. So number one, know your brand. Know what it is that you're offering. Know what your service is. Make sure that you know what that is. All right. Then number two, what you want to do is you want to do some research. You want to research your competitors. You want to make sure that you know what they're doing, and don't reinvent the wheels. Follow them. All right. Follow them. And then go there. And number three, appealing content. You have to appeal to the audience that you are selling to. Okay, so that's the three ways for you to attract your ideal client, and that will generate more revenue, and of course your business will grow, your business will prosper, and you guys will be more successful, which is what we want here. We want to stay in business, and we want to be super successful at it, right? So we want to know how to do these things. All right, so I want you guys to put your questions below. If you have any questions regarding any of the ways to attract your ideal clients, or any other questions business-wise, make sure you put them at the bottom. I'll answer those questions now, or I'll come back through here and answer those questions. And you guys can ask them now, and then if not, what we'll do is come back through here, or you guys can give us a call. Give us a call at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting here in Los Angeles at 323-290-9034. And or you guys can visit our website at probiztax.com. And we have a lot of various services that's listed on there that can assist you in your business. Of course, for you to be successful, you have to have a great business model. And you have to have great business operational in place, okay? And then you have to make sure that you doing the right things as far as keeping track of all of your accounting and your taxes and all that stuff in addition to your marketing for you to stay in business, okay? So, hi, Bernie. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right, let's see. Good afternoon in the office. Okay, all right. So, okay, guys. So, that's my three ways to attract your ideal client. Just a quick story before I leave. One of the things that I used actually when I first started my business is I went on and decided that I'm going to target the people who started business, who would be the ones more apt to use my accounting and tax services, right? I didn't think that I wanted to design a brochure that's going to be mailed to all of the other businesses people who have been in business forever, because I assumed that they already have an accountant on board. And so I had determined that I needed to attract the people who have just started their business. So I went and I researched and found where all the new business were listed, all the people who have just started their business, find the listing for that. And then I sent all my beautiful marketing brochures out to these folks. And sure enough, I had gotten business that way. So it definitely worked, and it would work for me, and it would work for you, okay? All right, so I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll be back through to check your questions again. This is Elaine Proby, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and we are here to help you to stay in business, run a financial service business for over 35 years here in Los Angeles, guys. And I want to make sure that you guys do the same thing. What do you think about promoting on the radio in 2020? What do you think about promoting on the radio in 2020? Okay, yeah, radio promotion, actual radio promotion still works, Bernie. There's a lot of people who still listen to the radio. There's a lot of radio stations, and depending on the music, that's another thing about your target audience. Your target audience, this is perfect, especially if you're in the music business. You want to make sure that you pick stations, okay, that are geared toward the audience that listen to your type of music. So you just don't want to just pick a radio station because they say they can promote your music. You want to make sure that their audience is your target audience. Do you think many people are still in TV versus internet? Well, I think there's more people that are probably on the internet. Of course, there's so much more people that's on the internet now. The TV shows, of course, as you know, there is not a whole lot of new stuff that is on. There's a lot of rerun, a lot of replays. I think more people are on the internet. I think more people are on the internet, Bernie, and I totally agree with that. Because I think for the TV shows, there's a whole lot that's really just a lot of rerun and a lot of different things that people have already seen. And a lot of people from the television, a lot of those folks are getting on the internet. If you notice, a lot of their shows are now internet based. A lot of stuff is now internet based, okay? All right, so that's a good question. All right. Hi, Bernard. Thanks for jumping in. That's a great question. So make sure that your music is placed at a station that have an audience for you. What do you think is good during this COVID time? What do you think is good during these COVID times? Okay, yeah. So during this COVID times, again, the internet is the greatest, your greatest tool right now because everyone is at home. And you can reach people now much easier than before. I think this is because of COVID. Once ago you would be going around and maybe dropping off, samples at different places. Maybe you would be doing that before, but now the internet is the best place for you to market and promote your business, your services, and or your goods. What do you think is a good marketing tactic during this current times? Yeah. So to your question, a good marketing tactic during these COVID times, again, is I think just being visible, trying to find out what your client needs. I mean, it's okay to ask questions on your site. Make sure that everybody has a great website. Make sure you have a great website, and that all your product and services is clear and concise. So you can be able to drive traffic to your site and make sure people know what it is that you're offering them and how you can help them. The whole thing is everybody wants to know how you can satisfy their needs, how you can help them. They have a need over here, they have a want. How can you help? And that's the only reason that's the only thing they're interested in, right? So let me see, I hope that answered your question. You have to pay taxes in the USA if you live in another country, but you earn money in the USA. Yeah. There's always foreign taxes. There's always foreign taxes that's due, Bernie. The same way if your music is worldwide, then if you notice when you get those statements, if your music is so worldwide, when you get those statements, there is revenue that's earned, and then there's foreign taxes that are taken out. So yes, that is correct. Okay. So I love this question. This has been exciting. Thank you guys for jumping on. It's been great. Once again, make sure that if you have any tax needs, you give us a call, your accounting needs, and make sure, guys, at the end of the day, I always have to end with this. You must take care of your tax and accounting, because the quickest way for you to go out of business is to get in tax problems, and or on one reason for doing that is not taking care of your accountant. You must take care of getting your taxes done if you are in business. It is a necessity. All right. Okay, so with that said, I want to wish you guys a wonderful day. You guys take care of yourself. You guys stay safe and take care of each other and stay in business. Follow instructions and do the right thing. And I will see you guys back here next week. All right. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.